Welcome to the New Hanover team, a department at the Professional Business Office, a division of Carolina's healthcare system. As a new member of the team, you probably have a lot of questions about the team you're joining. By the end of this video, you will have a basic understanding of the department you have joined and what your onboarding will look like over the next couple of weeks. New Hanover Regional Medical Center is a facility located in Wilmington, North Carolina. Their physicians group is referred to as New Hanover Physicians Group or Carolina's Healthcare Associates. For many years, this group has paid Carolina's healthcare system to provide a number of billing services for them. Since the implementation of a new Epic system on December 1st, 2016, the accounts have left a shared system with CHS and now require a team of its own to resolve accounts. That team is the one you have just joined. Welcome aboard! Let's get started. You should have received a welcome packet at your desk when you first arrived. As I explain that packet to you, take a minute to review everything inside. Here's what's included. A copy of your 40-day calendar. This calendar will provide you with an idea of what your schedule will be like for the first 40 days of your training. Please keep in mind the training plans are subject to change. Next is a copy of your Week 1 checklist. This checklist will be your guide for all things that need to either be completed or accounted for by the end of your first week. They are marked in the first column by the day that item should be completed. That number is shown on your calendar. If there is no marking or number, you do not need to complete that item. At the end of the week, you, along with your facilitator, will have signed off on everything that has been completed. You will keep the original and a copy will be made for your facilitator and supervisor's records. Next is a desk sign personalized for you to be able to hang proudly as an indication of your joining the team. Feel free to hang that on the outside of your desk now. You will then see a packet of signs that are intended for you to hang at your desk when you have to be away for any reason. It is optional for you to use these signs. However, your supervisor should be aware of your whereabouts during your work hours. The next handout will introduce you to the team members of New Hanover. This organizational chart includes all members of your team, who they report to, their responsibilities to the team, and their desk phone number. Use this org chart to learn who your role-specific facilitator is. Your next handout is a SharePoint item pointer breakdown. The next segment will explain what SharePoint is used for and how to access the website for the first time. The final handout is an overview of what onboarding looks like for the role you've been hired to fill. Role-specific training will be covered later in this video. SharePoint is an Office 365 application used by departments to share resources in one central location. Your SharePoint item pointer breakdown provides a clear picture of what you can find on the New Hanover SharePoint page. To access SharePoint for the first time, open Internet Explorer from your desktop. From the People Connect homepage, click on Tools and access Office 365. You will be prompted to enter your email address information for the first time. Once you are logged into your 365 account, click on the SharePoint icon and search for New Hanover. Click on the New Hanover option to be navigated to the SharePoint page. Go ahead and save this page to your favorites to easily access at a later time. You will access SharePoint for any resources needed to effectively do your job. Use the SharePoint item pointer breakdown to get to know SharePoint a little better throughout the week. Now that you are familiar with the New Hanover Resource Hub, let's move on to role-specific training and your onboarding. The responsibilities of the New Hanover team are split into 4 main parts. You know which part you are responsible for based on the interview by New Hanover management. You'll learn more about your specific role over the next 80 days. Here is a brief overview of each main part. If you are a cash poster, your area will be responsible for ensuring the accurate posting of all insurance and self-pay remittance payments. If you are a credit processor, your area will be responsible for researching and resolving all of the credits on patient accounts caused by insurance or self-pay inaccuracies. If you are an insurance follow-up rep, your area will be responsible for researching and resolving all outstanding insurance claims we have either not received a response for or the claim has been denied. Depending on your payer responsibility, you will either follow up with Medicare, Medicaid, or commercial payers via website or telephone to discover why they haven't paid or why they denied our claim. If you are a customer service representative, your area will be responsible for accepting phone calls from patients, insurance companies, or others on behalf of the patient with the goal of totally resolving the account. Onboarding will look different depending on the role you have been hired for. You will reference your role-specific onboarding handout for a better understanding of what your onboarding will look like. You'll notice that the first two segments of each role are similar. They include Welcome to the PBO and Resource Training, as well as Epic Navigational Training. Epic is the main system all users will work out of to resolve accounts. The training will include a mixture of classroom and online self-paced learning. After the first two segments are complete, you will be paired with your role-specific facilitator for hands-on training in the production environment. Based on the assignment given to you by your supervisor, additional training may be required by your facilitator or peers. Reference the assignment-specific training section on your handout. After role-specific training is complete, each user will be expected to work independently while weekly quality assurance is performed by the facilitator. During the QA process, the facilitator will select random accounts and review the resolution activities completed by the user. Results will be reviewed with users, and weekly improvement will be expected leading up to the 40-day assessment mark. Reference your 40-day calendar for an idea of when you will be assessed by your facilitator. During this assessment, you will be shadowed by your facilitator for 1 to 2 hours to test your knowledge and independence level. Results will be documented and provided to management, who will make the final decision for permanent employment. Now that you have an understanding of what your onboarding will look like, do not be alarmed by all you have ahead of you. The new Hanover team is very new, and processes are still being built. The learning curve is high, and your team will remain understanding of your learning style and pace. Throughout your onboarding, you will have the continued support of your training team, management, and peers. We are so happy you have made the decision to enhance your career with the new Hanover team. Good luck and happy learning!